Why it is safer to be feared than loved, a psychological study of power, human nature, and control. There's a lie you've believed your entire life, that if people like you, you're safe. But what if I told you, the moment your success threatens them, that love disappears, and the people you trusted become the ones you never saw coming? In this video, I will tell you why it is safer to be feared than loved. There is a quiet belief that shapes the way most people move through life. It is rarely spoken out loud, but it sits beneath decisions, relationships, and ambition. It is the belief that being liked is a form of protection, that if enough people approve of you, support you, or feel positively toward you, then you are safe. This belief works, but only in environments where nothing important is at stake. In ordinary life, where consequences are low and risks are shared, being liked opens doors. It creates cooperation. It reduces friction. It allows things to move smoothly. This is why so many people build their identity around being agreeable, approachable, and well-regarded. But the moment power enters the equation, this belief begins to fracture. Power changes the environment. It introduces competition, hierarchy, and consequence. It creates situations where not everyone can win, where decisions benefit some and disadvantage others. And in these conditions, the emotional foundation of being liked begins to lose its stability. This is where Niccolò Machiavelli makes one of his most uncomfortable observations in The Prince. He does not begin by condemning people. He begins by describing them. He observes that human beings are naturally inclined towards self-preservation. They are drawn to what benefits them and retreat from what threatens them. They are capable of loyalty, generosity, and kindness. But these qualities are not constant. They are conditional. And this is the point where most misunderstand the argument. Machiavelli is not saying that people cannot love. He is saying that love is not stable under pressure. A person may admire you, respect you, even feel genuine loyalty toward you. But when circumstances change, when personal risk increases, when their own security is threatened, those emotions begin to compete with something stronger: survival. And survival almost always wins. This is why love, in the context of power, is unreliable. Not because it is false, but because it is fragile. It depends on a continuous alignment of interests. As long as you provide value, protection, or advantage, people remain attached. But the moment that alignment breaks, when following you becomes costly, the emotional bond weakens. It does not necessarily break in a dramatic way. It fades. It adjusts. It rationalizes itself into something more convenient. This is the silent transformation that happens in every structure of power. Support becomes conditional. Loyalty becomes negotiable. Affection becomes strategic. And the leader who built their position on being liked finds themselves in a dangerous position because they have no mechanism to enforce stability when emotions shift. Machiavelli captures this with precision when he explains that men are ungrateful, fickle, liars, and deceivers. This statement is often interpreted as cynical, but it is better understood as situational. People are consistent until they are tested. And when they are tested, their behavior aligns with their interests, not their previous words. This creates a structural weakness in love as a foundation for authority. Love relies on memory, how people felt about you in the past. But power operates in the present, where decisions are made based on current risk and reward. A person who loved you yesterday may hesitate today if the cost has changed. And hesitation, in moments of pressure, is enough to destabilize everything. To understand this more clearly, it helps to shift perspective. Imagine a leader surrounded by individuals who genuinely like him. They appreciate his fairness, his kindness, his openness. There is a sense of goodwill in the environment. Decisions are accepted because people trust his intentions. Now introduce pressure. A crisis emerges. Resources become limited. Difficult decisions must be made. Some individuals will lose, others will gain. The same people who once felt positive now begin to calculate. Does this decision benefit me? Am I at risk? What happens if I align myself differently? The emotional environment begins to shift, not openly, but internally. And this is where the illusion breaks. Because the leader, who believed that goodwill would hold everything together, realizes that goodwill has no force behind it. It cannot compel action. It cannot prevent betrayal. It cannot guarantee consistency. It can only hope. And hope is not a strategy. This is why Machiavelli separates the idea of love from the idea of security.